Hi there, my name is Sadai. I am a Pokemon content creator. Still just kind of figuring out what I'm doing, to be honest with you. But today, I'm bringing you a Pokemon Go video. So it's been a little while since I posted a Pokemon Go video because I'm going to explain why and all that stuff before I actually get into it. So I live in Beijing, China. Currently, the most watched video on my channel. It actually might be kind of a misnamed video. It's about how I play Pokemon Go while living in Beijing. If you don't know, Beijing, China most of China is region locked. You can't really access many of the features on the game, which is why when I look at my map here from my apartment, there's nothing. There's zero on the map. There's no Pokestops, no Pokemon, nothing ever spawns, stuff like that. So usually the only way that I can play is when I'm traveling internationally. If I travel somewhere, I can play the game. So at the time of recording this, I'm getting ready to travel back to the US for my summer break. So before I do that, I want to go through and kind of, I guess, prepare my game for it. So this will give you a little bit of a snippet into, like a snapshot into how I play the game and stuff. So currently, like, my item box is full, so I had to get rid of a Pokeball so that I could get more Pokeballs. And I'm working up a buddy. If you've watched recent Pokemon Go videos, you know that my buddy was Lickitung, the other pink Gen 1 Pokemon. Because I was trying to get candies so that I could evolve all of my Lickitungs into Lickilickis, which I'm not ready to do yet, but I do have enough candy now. So after that, it was working on Seadra here. So Seadra is going to be my buddy for a while because I want like 500 Seadra or Horsey candies, and since it's going to be my buddy a while, I want to get its buddy level up. I only have 337 and I want to get to 500, so it's going to be my buddy for a while, like I said. And since don't evolve. Since it'll be my buddy for a while, I want to get to the catch assist. Catch assist is so important to me because I don't want to waste Pokeballs as much as possible. So I only need 13 more hearts, and I'll probably get all those before I travel to the US, or very close to. So yeah, Seadra here will be my buddy for a little while. I want to go through and also open my gifts. If we're lucky, I might be able to catch a Pokemon. None of these are going to give me items. What they give me is Stardust. So, and eggs. Ooh, and Pokeball. Oh my gosh, I got Pokeballs? Oh, that must have been a mistake of the game. They must not have realized my bag was full. Because we'll take that. Just means my bag is over. My item bag is overstuffed now. So, this is how I kind of play the game when I'm in China. It's just opening gifts, getting Stardust. Today we're going to apply some of that Stardust I've gotten. We're going to sort through Pokemon I've caught recently, which mostly all come from eggs, because that's I can only hatch eggs from, and they're all 7-kilometer eggs, because that's the kind of eggs you can get from a gift. So we're just going to kind of sort through a little bit. I'm going to keep some Pokemon. I'm probably going to toss some Pokemon. And yeah, I'm just going to do that so that I have space to catch more Pokemon when I start traveling. This summer I'm flying from Beijing to DC. And then I'm going to connect from DC to my hometown. So as soon as I land in DC, I'm going to whip out the phone and I'm going to start catching Pokemon. And I'm not going to stop until, okay, so I do get to catch a Scatterbug. Nice. So catching Scatterbug is really one of the only things I can catch. I currently need to use berries for one of those achievement things. And I always miss the Scatterbugs. They're so hard to catch for me. I always misjudge the distance. Oh, Scatterbug, don't be a punk. Just go on the ball. So yeah, my once dailies, when I get to catch one Pokemon, you know, you get your daily bonus of Stardust. So even if I get multiple ooh, 2,000, nice. Even if I get multiple Scatterbugs, I don't catch them all at once. I spread them out so that I can maximize my Stardust. And I doubt that this one's going to be a keeper, but we'll find out in a few minutes. I'll explain this a little bit too. If you've watched my other videos, you've seen me do this multiple times. So, all right, I can now do this. So it's actually been 6 days since I was able to collect my most recent one. So you see on the top of my screen, it's failed to detect location. I'm in a region-locked country, and that's an unfortunate part of the game for me. Just trying to figure out what exactly I want to do right now. So sometimes if I've recently traveled, I'm able to send gifts to my friends, but most of these people are very kind because I can't reciprocate the gifts most of the time, and they still send me gifts. So kind people. It's a one-sided relationship, but they enable me to still interact and engage with the game. All right, so this is what we're going to be sorting through today. Not a ton. If you've watched some of my past videos, I've had a lot more than this. It's only a couple, maybe a dozen or more, maybe less than 2 dozen. And then we're gonna look at spending Stardust. So since my last video, which I don't remember how long ago that was, I have acquired 169,000 Stardust, which I think is not bad for not really being able to catch wild Pokemon. I am pulling up a website off to the side, Go database, Pokemon Go Hub, just to see if there's anything special going on over there. So let us sort through some Pokemon here. We're gonna do a bunch of Scatterbugs, and basically everything else is from 7-kilometer eggs, more or less. So the way that I sort, I apologize if you've heard all of this before, is I use an app called PoGo. I had to purchase, it was a one-time purchase, and I love it. And what PoGo does is it tells you, it looks at the IVs of the Pokemon, and then it tells you their percentile in the different battle leagues. So Little Cup, Great Tier, Ultra Tier, I always forget the names. And then like above. So all of these Scatterbugs, you can see the first number is their IV percentage. So out of 100%, how many IVs do they have? Of course, that is spread across attack, defense, and HP. And then the first letter you see is which battle league it's being measured in. And then the third, or I guess the second number, the third piece there, is the percentile in that battle league. And then the last number is the stage, evolution stage. So 0 would be basic, 1 would be stage 1, 2 stage 2. So all of these are Vivians. And then I label which type of Scatterbug it was when it hatched. So this was a modern. Alright, so I'm going to compare this to my other modern Vivian, and I probably have a better one already. 68 percentile is not super high. See, I have this 82 here, yeah? So it's a modern Vivian G tier, but it's in the 82nd percentile, which is certainly better than 68th percentile. So transferring that. As long as my Wi-Fi connection doesn't drop out on me, we can do this. So I see 3 polars in a row, actually. I've caught a lot of polars, wow. Many of my gifts must come from a polar region. So the highest one there is 74 percentile, but here I have an 86 percentile already. So that's my best polar G tier Vivian. So these guys are gone. You can see that this has CP 198, and the middle one up here also has CP 198, but since the IVs are distributed in different stats, They're both 87 percentile IVs, but since the IVs are distributed differently, their percentile in the Battle League is different. So that's what PoGo helps me do, is it just says, based on this IV distribution, here is, here's how good it would be. Because I needed a system, I needed some method to help me determine which ones I'm keeping in, because you get so many of them, right? You catch hundreds of the same type of Pokemon and you're like, well, which one's better? Is it just the one that has the highest CP? Is it the one that has the highest IVs? But yeah, I like this ranking system. So I already have a G2 Continental here. That's in the 75th percentile. And you'll see here I actually have a U2 Continental, so the Ultra League tier. Even though Vivian is not really viable in that tier, it doesn't get anywhere near 2500 CP. Sometimes when it's just a really high IV Pokemon, I'll hold on to it, but this one's not staying. And then I have a Plains, but it's only in the 49th percentile, and here's an 84th percentile, so that one is also not staying. So all of my recent Scatterbug hatches are not keepers. Darumaka. So I was thinking about keeping him because he's 96% overall. Darumaka is really hard because he's good as a basic, as a zero, like basic stage, the zero at the end. He's a good, if you power him up so much, he gets close to 1500. So my best G0 here is in the 96th percentile, so it's better than this one, but this guy's at 18 CP. He's gonna need so much leveling up. Actually, let's just play with it. To get him up to 1500 is gonna take an insane amount of Stardust. But he's the best that I've got right now, so wow. I'll probably never do that, to be honest with you. And then I do have a shiny Darumaka there too. They're actually pretty similar, shiny Darumaka. It's just the green swap for the blue. I like it though. But anyways, this recent hatch is not better than anything I currently have, so we will just transfer him out also. Similarly to Darumaka, when you hatch a Grimer, they're also very viable G tier Pokemon. So I'm looking down here at the bottom one. It's 99th percentile in the G tier, and this one's 98th percentile in the G tier, which is honestly pretty close. He has a good moveset. That's what the letters there at the end represent. It's a rating of their moveset. So if I find that I keep it, I also rate its moves. And since it already has a perfect moveset, this guy is probably not worth keeping at the top. 93% overall is pretty high, but I already have a 98% one here too, so it's not even better overall. So I'll probably just say goodbye to you. Hatching all the Pokemon, because when you hatch a Pokemon, its IVs have to be like, they have a minimum. It's really hard to get high percentiles from just hatching. So U1, I already have a better U1 here. G0, I have a better G0 here. So I don't think there's any reason to hold on to these. Quillfish. Quillfi? Quillfish. Hisuian Quillfish. I like Hisuian Quillfish too. Galarian Meowth. I don't think there's a reason to hold on to a Galarian Meowth. I already have good Meowths, Berserkers. I have a U99 with a decent moveset. I do like Berserker though. I think that's a cool Pokemon. I don't like facial hair Pokemon, but I do like the way he looks. I kind of wish he just didn't have the facial hair. Little gremlin looking thing. Yeah, I don't love when the designers are like, we need a way to differentiate this Pokemon. Let's give them a beard. Let's give them a mustache. I think that's kind of lazy. have a lot of shinies. I just get so many Meowths, like hatching eggs. Yeah, I don't think this Galarian Meowth can be better than anything I've currently got. It's a lower percentile, it's a lower IV percentage. I'm not expecting to actually keep many of these, but I've held on to them because I wanted to record the video. Oh, okay, we'll keep this guy. He's a 91 overall, and the one right next to it's an 84% overall, so this is better. So I could max him out. These pseudos, I'll show you. Ice Fang Avalanche. So I have to screenshot the IVs and then I pull up the app. I paid for the keyboard option. And then in the keyboard option, you can do Little Cup, Great League, Ultra League. So you can see at level 24.5, he's already at like CP 2500. And you can level them up to level 25 or 50. So Excalibur can get leveled up way past 2500. So when that happens, I keep them as max tier. I forget its moves. What's that? Ice Fang Avalanche. And then instead of calling it U2, I just call it max. And I tag it with M tier, max tier. And I favorite it and it stays. So this 84% one, I doubt it can be good in any other tier, but I'll check. So let me check Great tier, stage 1, because that's my lowest. IV, Great tier, stage 1, Arctibax, 50%, so probably not very good. Regibax doesn't get up to 1500. It's not eligible for Little Cup. U2 is 68. U2 is 68, so lower. It's worse than my other G1. I mean, I could keep it as G0, but it's really not viable. It's pretty strong though, if you power him up. It's just not close to 1500, so. I bet those are good moves on it too, Dragon Breath, Outrage. I'm not gonna keep him. He's not better than what I've got. As far, I might have made a mistake, I don't know, but I didn't see anything that was saying it was better. Galarian Corsola, I don't have many of these, just 2, looks like. So this is better in the U tier than the one I currently have. So this will replace the U tier. I can't see the 8 to 12. 8 to 12. Yeah. 86 attacks are Astonish, Nightshade. Good moves, but it'll evolve, so the moves will change anyway. So it's in the U tier. So let's find anything else for this. If it can be a G tier. Yeah. It can be a G tier Corsola. Can't be Little Cup, so it'll be a G tier Corsola for now. And I think it was Astonish, Rock Blast. So now it's not U tier because I have a better one. Now it's G tier until I get a better one. So we got a couple keepers so far. Cherubi. I don't have a ton of Cherubi, but I've caught a few. Or maybe hatched. You might have to hatch Cherubi, actually. I've caught Cherum in the wild. I don't know if I've ever caught a Cherubi. No, I think I've caught them in the wild, because they're at very different CP levels. Maybe. So it's better than... not much. It can't be Little Cup because it's already above 500, CP 500. It's better than this, but I wasn't planning on keeping this. I'm just keeping it right now until I evolve this one, which is better. I just want to make sure it evolves into that bloomed form and not the closed form. So it's not better than what I have. Oops. Okay. This is new. From an event, I think, is where I got my Kubfu. He's not great IV wise, unfortunately. Like as a G tier, you usually want your legendaries to be maxed out, right? M tier, because they can level up so, like their CP can be so high. But since he's only 73% IVs, like obviously you could power him up to level 50, so he's gonna be really powerful if you just go up all the way. But it's kind of cool to have a G tier legendary. 85th percentile is not awful, so we're gonna keep it there for now. I forget its moves. Fighting, rock smash, close combat. Rock smash. Bad moveset. What his good moveset is. Counter? Counter brick break? Counter dynamic punches. So bad moves according to this. C. But yeah, he's definitely a keeper. I can't believe I haven't favorited him yet. What if I accidentally transferred him? Alright, we got about a dozen left now, so we're making our way. Almost U1 Frillish. I've got a 99 percentile here. I could check G tier. He can't be little tier. So G1 maybe, if it's better than 80. Let's look at G1. I have a feeling it won't be. Yeah, it's only 70. So it's not better than what I've currently got. I haven't caught many of the blue ones. I've caught a lot of the pink ones. This Volibee is really low percentile, but I've also caught very few. It's not better than anything I have, unfortunately. And it can't be Little Cup. Duskull, I've caught a ton of Duskull. There was like a community event a couple years ago when I was in an airport, and my partner was actually getting really frustrated with me because I wasn't paying any attention to like the check-in process or the visa process or the bagging process. I was just like, I have to catch as many of these as I can. And I did get a couple shinies from it, actually. And because there were so many, I was able to actually get some really high percentile ones, meaning most of the time when I catch a Duskull now, it's not a keeper. I just have so many good ones. And there must have been an event where I could evolve them and get a move, because I evolved a bunch of them. They're all Hex Shadow Ball. This one says max, but I bet it doesn't get much higher. Yeah, it only gets to 2600, so I'll probably not invest much into that. Someday. I keep a lot of these, and then I never power them up because Stardust is such a rare resource for me. Okay, so these are both 99th percentile. However, the one I had prior is 93% IVs and it's 500 CP higher, 450 CP higher. So that's a lot of Stardust I could save by not having to power up the most recent one, which tells me I'm probably gonna keep the old one and not this new one. But let's see if he could be anything else. I doubt it. Those IVs don't look like they would give me a... He's the 32nd best Crabrawler in the G tier. Of the, like, 4,000 possibilities, right? I think it's 4,000. Something. Yeah, he can't be anything else. Let's see what this one is, just to compare. If that one's the 32nd best, this one is the Don't remember. It was like 1042 or something, right? I was way off. 1204. 1204. He's the 14th best brawler, so even if the CP is just a bonus, he's still a better brawler than the most recent one. This very powerful little school vet. 98% IVs, that's crazy. So this is the hard part with these Gigantamax Pokemon. Like, I don't think it's worth keeping Gigantamax, I really don't. I just keep the ones that have better viability. 98% overall, that's crazy. So if I evolve him, he doesn't actually get much higher than 2500. So I'll probably, but he's 98%. Like, if this thing could Gigantamax, he'd be a keeper, no doubt. Like, he'd be so much better than the other Gigantamax one I've got. I just don't get much joy out of Gigantamax battles, and I know you need Gigantamax Pokemon to beat Gigantamax Pokemon, but I don't like that system. I don't like, so it's not worth keeping Dynamax, sorry, not Gigantamax, Dynamax Pokemon for those, for me personally. I got my first ever Tink. Look at it. Look how cute. I love this thing. U tier, 99th percentile. That means he probably maxes out right around 2500. Yep, level 50, 2499. The second best Tinkaton you can have at our current level caps. So the hard thing with this is if they ever increase level caps to like 60, that'll make a lot more Tinkatons viable in 25 in this tier, because you can level them up 10 times more. So even though it's the second best right now, there will probably be better ones in the future. But we'll worry about that in the future. Right now, we're going to keep this as a great Pokemon. And it's my only one, so why would I get rid of it? Rock Smash, Play Rough. I wonder if it's good in any other tier. No. Tinkatuff doesn't even max out at 1500, so I can stay at Tinkatink, I guess. But it's pretty exciting for now to have the second best. Actually, I'm going to put a little 2 behind it just so I remember that he is the second best. I'd like to give it like a number. Can I do that? I don't like that. Do this, I guess. Just the black one, just like it's the second best. Oops. Sometimes I do that when it's like a top 10, just so that I know next time I compare it to something, I can, and they're both like 99th percentile, I can be like, oh, I remember this is the second best or whatever. Alright, Elekid. Another hatch. I gotta type in Elekid. Elekid. I got a couple of these actually that I need to sort. So U0, that means an Electabuzz, because Elekid's a baby. So for baby Pokemon, they use a B symbol, like this guy. That means G tier baby. 0 is its base form. U0 is an Electabuzz. So I already have a U0 at the 96th percentile. I have a U1 at the 99th percentile. What about like a G1? G1 94. I already have that here. I already have a max at 91% overall. These can't be L tier. G1, G0, G0 88. I evolve you, are you still under 15? You are. So would you be better than 88 as a G0? G0. Nope, you're 57 as a G0. Worse than the one I already have. So I don't think either of these are keepers. Again, this is just the hard part with babies. Like, actually, let me see what he is as a baby. G baby. Not good, I don't think. G baby is 94, so, and it only maxes out at 1293, so it's actually not even viable in the G tier. It's just so hard to get a Elekid that's below 500. It's a strong little dude, especially when he hatches from an egg. Sandy Gast, I don't have many of these guys. Actually, I think I've got a few, but not a ton. I haven't caught a ton. How many candies do I have for him? I have 100 candies, so I guess I've caught a few. But I think I've always used pineapple berries on it because I knew they were not, I haven't seen a lot of them. G1, 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 G1. I've got a 95 G1. Can't be L tier. Unfortunately, I don't think it's a keeper. Let's look at G0. One shot Sand Tomb. Doing a playthrough of a version of Pokemon Leaf Green right now, and Sand Tomb is such an awful move. Yeah. Alright, not a keeper. If you've watched any of my other videos, you've heard me lament about my recording equipment and stuff. So at the time of recording this, I've actually been buying new equipment. So new laptop, new microphone. I'm gonna get a microphone. I was considering a webcam. I might keep using my current camera just to see how that works. New stuff, wiring and monitor. So I'm excited to figure all that out and put it all together and hopefully create some, I don't think my videos are like bad quality, but they could be better with some better equipment. So let's see. I'm excited to figure out some of that stuff over the summer. I still have never gotten a female Salandit. All I've ever gotten are males, so they cannot evolve. And they're all hatched from eggs, and none of them are viable. So unfortunately, Poison Jab, Flamethrower, Ember, Dragon Pulse. Cool moves. But unfortunately, not a female, so it can't do anything. And then the last one, and then we're gonna spend some Stardust. So we're not only sorting, we're also powering and evolving some things. Jangmo-O here. As an L0, not great. 68. I've already got a 77. Guess I could look at G2. Could be better than 45. G1, already pretty good. L0, L1. I doubt you can be an L1. You're probably too strong. Yeah. So let's look at G2. 45% is the number to beat. G2, wow. That's a Como, right? Barely better than 45%, but it's better. Can't be, yeah. U2 is 53. I doubt that's better than what I've got. U2, yeah, 96. I've already got a U2 96. So it's barely better than the Jangmo-O just below it, but it is better. Tackle Brick Brick. Tackle Brick Brick. So let's look at the one below it and see if it has any other options. It can't do L. G1. Can it be G0? I mean, it is a pseudo. So maybe its base stage is not too unpowerful. No, its base stage only gets 10,000. way short. Second stage can't get to 25, so it could be a max, but I've already got a 91%, so I just need some L tiers for this evolution line. Okay, so I've cleared up some space in my box. I now have, you can barely see it under the failed to detect location, but I have space for 2600 and I've got 2471, so I can catch 130 Pokemon, which is great before a vacation, or before I take a trip, because yeah, I'll be catching a lot of Pokemon, and now I have some space for them. So the next thing I want to do, though, we've shown a little bit of a spotlight on Seadra, but let's go to our Pokemon. If this is your first video with me, watching Pokemon Go stuff, if you've made it this far, if you've made it this far and you like this kind of sorting video, I've got a few on the channel, so go to the Pokemon Go playlist and you can see how we even got to this stage. But I'm unable to power up my Venusaur because I don't have enough candy. I'm unable to power up my Charmander lines because I don't have enough candy. I'm unable to power up my Blastoises because I don't have enough candy. And they actually just did that golden bottle cap thing. And if I can ever get my hands on bottle caps, I might not have to replace my high CP Blastoise, which would be amazing. But if they pay all those bottle caps, I'm not interested in paying. I'll try to earn it, but if you just have to pay for it, that sucks. The Butterfrees are what they are. The Beedrill, I don't have enough candy to power up. Pidgeot, I don't have enough candy to power up. Raticate, I am not wasting resources on right now. Same with Fearow and Spearow. I could power this up to 500. Call them finished. Should I do it? This is kind of a waste of 10,000. I do it. It always excites me. It excites me to call them done. So it is 99th percentile. Like, I'm probably never gonna get a better Spearow. Its moveset is fine. I'm never gonna like actually battle with it. Oh my gosh, I'm doing it. Okay, here we go. Look at all these things I've completed. All right, so when it's finished, we get to come in here and label it as finished. So that's my first and only finished Spearow. I have a finished Fearow, G tier, 100 percentile. It's the best Fearow you can get in the G tier. L tier is only 97%, but it's all right. We have a finished Ekans and we have a finished Arbok. We have a couple finished Arboks, actually. The L tier and the G tier ones are finished. Don't think we have any finished Pikachu. No, we do. This guy, he's finished. Christmas Pikachu's finished. And this Pikachu's finished. Another winter one, I think. And I got a couple finished Raichus. This Raichu I've been working on for U tier. It's only 93%. I usually don't power them up if they're 93 percentile because I'll probably get a better one, but since it was in a Alolan form and I don't come across many of these, I did start investing in it, but I'm out of XL candy, and I could convert a bunch of my Pikachu candy to XL candy, but I don't think I need to do that right now. I want to focus on other Pokemon. So this is what I get to do every once in a while when I am powering them up. I get to kind of review and relive it a little bit. But since I don't really catch many Pokemon, I don't really have any candy to power up some of these guys. Nidoran, I do have a finished Nidoran. I can't evolve this one yet. I have a lot of XL candy, actually. So once I get to XL level, they put its best friend thing on its head. We have a really good this guy, but I'm not gonna power him up. How much would that cost me to get him to 500? I can afford it, but not with candy. 50,000. That's a lot of Stardust. I don't know if that's worth. I'm putting most of my effort for Nidoking into these guys, but they need XL candy actually, so I could spend the candy on. I gotta finish Nidorino. Finish Nidoking in the L tier. These G1 Nidorinos will never be finished. They just take so much Stardust to get there. Like, that's never gonna happen. Look at all that candy. So much candy requirement. Clefable. This U1 is the one I'm working on, but I'm out of candy. Don't really have a good L tier. I do have this L tier finished Clefable, but I don't have an L tier Clefairy that's really worth it, so. Oh, I've lamented the Vulpixes and Ninetales plenty of times on videos. We're not going to rehash that. Vileplume, I've got a few of those that I've finished. And I think I'm saving resources for Blossom when I finally get to that. Paris is done. Not going to spend more on that. Venomoth isn't really... I don't think it's viable in the U tier, to be honest with you. 2,300 is all it gets to, so not going to spend a lot of resources there. Dugtrio is not going to get resources. I don't think there's anything I can do with my Persians right now. Psyduck. Psyduck was fun. I finally got a good L tier Psyduck. So he got finished. Bad moveset though. I probably don't want to spend resources on fixing its moveset. I wonder what a good Psyduck moveset is though. Let me look that up. I did pull up this website, so I might as well actually check it. Right now it's Water Gun Psybeam. And according to this, its best combination is... Nope, don't change my typing. Application error. Great. Here we go. Water Gun Aqua Tail is the best combination. Water Gun Psybeam is the low one. Oh, it's third on the list. But it is the worst move to be paired with Water Gun, so if I changed its charged attack, it would be better. It would either get Cross Chop or Aqua Tail, so it's a 50% chance to get the better move. Charged attack? Psyduck. Let's look at it. How many charged TMs do I got? I think I have a bunch. 48. Let's use one. Let's see what we get. Psyduck even got on the thumbnail for my last Pokemon Go video. Give me it. Aqua Tail. Yes. Okay. Now it's really finished. Don't go too far. Psyduck. Here. Okay. So we gotta relabel it. Oh, I got so excited when I got a good Psyduck. I've caught so many of them, and none of them have been high percentiles. Water Gun, Aqua Tail, yeah! Double Stab. Actually, on my playthrough that I'm posted on my channel, I also have a Psyduck on that team, and I'm so excited to use him. So if you're interested in playthroughs and you haven't seen me playing, go check it out. So I do have some high-level Golducks, but man, like powering this up to U, that takes everything I got and more. And it's just not, like, I just don't want to, I like Golduck, but I don't think I could afford all of those. And then for G tier, it's only 93, and like I said, like, I think I'll get it better than a 93 someday. Primeape is, we're almost there. We're almost to what I'm getting towards. Primeape is tempting to power up to 2500. He's in 99th percentile. Wait, that's primate, stage 1. Stage 2 is annihilate. It's just a lot of resources for a primate, and I already have some good fighting types. So here we are. Here's where I've been spending most of my resources lately, and I realized I actually need to evolve one of my shinies. So I have my shiny Growlithe, which will stay a Growlithe. It will never be viable in the G tier, but it'll stay a Growlithe. This one could become an Arcanine and be viable in the U tier someday. It's already at to 1900, like that's crazy. So I'm gonna evolve this, just so that I have a shiny Arcanine. I have a ton of Arcanine. This U tier one, I could possibly, it's only 96th percentile. I might get a better one someday. Yeah, so I don't think I'm spending my resources on that. My Hisuian Growliths are not great. I don't have any like really good Hisuian Arcanines. So we're gonna spend the 50 candy to evolve this so that I have a shiny Arcanine. I always get so nervous when I push the button because I don't get to do this very often. Candy and evolve 5 Pokemon. See, I'm even working on a mission with this. First shiny Arcanine, I think. Hopefully he's got a good moveset. Let's look up Arcanine. Arcanine. Shiny Dex. Woo! Oh, I bet that's bad. Snarl, Psychic Fangs. Oh yeah, it's bad. It's real bad. Oh my god. It's like not even in the top 20. Yeah, it's really bad. Snarl, Psychic Fangs. Snarl can be decent with the right charged attack, but with Psychic Fangs it's really bad. So let's see how this rates it. I'm probably not going to invest the resources into it. It's like 1919, right? Yeah, 1919. Arcanine, 1919. Snarl, Psychic Fangs, C. It says Flamethrower is decent, and it says Wild Charge is decent with Snarl. Like Flamethrower would be great, so it has a fire type move at least. For now, I'm probably not gonna use the charge TM on it because I don't think I'm actually gonna like battle with this. I have a stronger one with Fire Blast, like. So I still have 159,000 Stardust and candy for Growlithe. This one needs XL candy, and I don't have enough to power him up right now. So I am planning on spending the resources on my Hisuian Arcanine up until I can no longer use regular Growlithe candy on it, which is a lot. I think it was like 150,000. So I can spend 174, which is basically all my regular candy. And he will become one of my most powerful Pokemon. 140,000, 3107. And I'll still have a little bit of Stardust left over, so we'll see what comes below Arcanine. But what I like to do when I'm powering up strong ones, just to see, because I gotta make it an event, right? So he's currently 1, 2, 3, 6, 9. He's my 10th. He's in my top 10 CPs. But after I level him up, he will be my second strongest. So this is big. Like, I always forget how powerful Arcanine's base stat total is. Because most people, when they use Arcanine in a game, a lot of people, when they try to do something competitive with Arcanine, they make him like a, what's it called? Not like an offensive Pokemon, but like a resource Pokemon, like a support Pokemon. So it snarls stuff, it can extreme speed, it can will-o-wisp, and they make it bulky and not really a full-out attacker. So you always forget, I always forget that it's like 600 base stat total or something crazy. Like, it's a powerful Pokemon. So yeah, even just powering it up, like if I max it out someday, 3,500 CP, like that would be crazy strong for me in my way of playing the game. But for now, he's just gonna move from 10th place to 2nd place behind my other very strong Arcanine. All right, let's do it. Ready? 140,000 Stardust, just like that. Gone. Look how much he grew. Just like that. I almost feel like it needs to be more momentous in the game, but second strongest Pokemon now, 3107. Cool. That's my one time I'm allowed to say cool in a video. I try not to say it. I don't know where it comes from. Oh, Poly time! It's Poly time! Yes! What do I use it on? Alright, have I evolved? I'm gonna have to search because it's a cross-gen evolution. Do I have my Toads? I do have my Toads. So I have a finished L tier Toad. Mudshot Scald is actually really bad, apparently. Poly Toad. Scalds can't be bad, it must be Mudge. Oh, it wants Weather Ball. Scald is apparently a bad move. So both of its moves are not great. Yeah, this is ranked really low. It's the worst moveset combo, according to Pokemon Go Hub. If I change... Bubble is probably... If it gets Weather Ball... Oh man, it has a lot of charged moves. Hydro Pump, Surf, Weather Ball are all better. And then if I switch it to Bubble, it'll be really good. But it needs a charged TM and a fast TM for an L tier Pokemon. I'm gonna do it. And I also have this guy. Counter Hydro Pump is a decent moveset, so he can stay. But like I have these TMs, I might as well use them. Like Counter Scald, that's probably not great. But he's not finished yet. This guy is finished, so I should give him the moveset I want him to have. So items, we'll do the charged one first. Because if I get Weather Ball, Mudshot Weather Ball is actually a good combo. And then I won't have to do the fast. But if I don't get Weather Ball, then we're gonna change it to Bubble, so it'll be better. It's a D ranking right now for its attacks, that's not good. I got Weather Ball! I've been so lucky today with these TMs. So that should, okay, Poly. Mudshot Weather Ball. Should be a really good moveset. Bubble is better. Like, Bubble Weather Ball is its best combo, according to this website. But Mudshot Weather Ball is its second best, and it's not as good, but it's right behind it. If this was like if it wasn't L tier, if I was actually going to use it in like raids or something, then I would probably invest to give it the best moveset possible, but it's really just for prestige status, so. Alright, I have some Stardust to spend, so who am I going to spend it on? I have this finished Poliwag, Mudshot Body Slam. I'm not going to change its moves, I don't think. I'm just curious how bad these are. Yeah, it's the worst combo. could just change it to bubble and it would be better already. But I don't care. It's just a Poliwag. He's fine. He's fine as he is. Alright, so these first two that are the 704 and this 417, the T at the end means I'm intending to evolve them into Politoads. Now, Politoad, his max CP is not much bigger than 2500, so I actually don't need a max Toad. In U tier, 95% is fine, but I'm not feeling it, to be honest with you. Even this G tier guy, 96%, I'm not feeling it. Like, I feel like there's a better one out there, you know? L196 is not really doing it for me. Probably feeling this Poliwhirl. Like, getting him up to G, maybe? It's gonna take a lot, actually. That's a lot of resources. So maybe not. Be cool to do someday. So I think it's just this one. I think it's my Poliwrath. G2, 99 percentile. We'll get it started a little bit. He doesn't need a lot, actually, just 40,000 and 40 candy. So I should be able to get him finished pretty early this summer. So in my next update video, whenever that is, you'll probably see me finish that Poliwrath. I'm gonna power him up now, but this one, U tier is probably better because you can actually like use it in raids and stuff, but it just needs a lot. I don't have enough candy for it. Actually, I have almost enough. I can get up to 2450, but I'd rather get one finished and then move on, I think. Yeah. I just like getting them finished, you know? L1 here. Could get you to 500 pretty easy. I have enough resources for it, but it's just 96%, so it's like, if it was 97%, 98%, I think I'd do it, but okay, it's going into Poliwrath. Let me look up movesets for Poliwrath really fast, because this is labeled as a B. Poliwrath counter. Okay, it's got counter, but it wants dynamic punch. Counter Scald is a low combination. Scald must just not be a very good charged attack. Every time it comes up Scald, it's ranked low. Like counter submission. Submission's a legacy move. I can't give it that. But counter power up punch, counter hydro pump, counter dynamic punch, they're all better. Ooh, it could potentially get icy wind, which would be bad. Ice punch, probably not good. Hydro pump is fine. So I have one. There's 5 possibilities. 3 of them are improvements. I'd kind of like to give it 2 fighting type attacks, just for like stab. But again, it's not a raid Pokemon. I'm probably not gonna put it in raids. So the moveset isn't horribly important to me. As a gym defender, it says, or as a water type attacker and as a fighting type attacker, it's in the F tier. So it's not they're saying it's not very good. Probably not a lot of resources. As a gym defender, it's in the B tier. So I could start using them in gyms, I guess, but who really cares about that? He has a lot of weaknesses. Electric, fairy, flying, grass, psychic, but a lot of resistances. So, alright, here we go, powering him up. I can worry about his moveset more when he's finished. So this is all the Stardust I've earned from the last couple months, evaporating into thin air. But we didn't finish anything really. We finished a Spearow. Then we powered up an Arcanine, which will take the rest of eternity to actually finish because it's a max tier. But I guess we're starting progress on a Poliwrath. And it needs, yeah, like I said, it only needs about 20,000 more, so I should be able to get that. Not too bad. It should be achievable this summer. Okay, here we go. Powering them up. Nowhere near one of my strongest Pokemon, but fun to do nonetheless. So, alright, this has been a Pokemon Go life update. I do one of these maybe, I would say maybe once a month. If I travel once a month maybe, then I update once a month. So not my most frequent content by any means, but if you enjoy watching someone what are some good descriptive words for this? Like minutely, microscopically, mediocrely, obsessively, pedantically. I don't know if that's a good adjective for this, what I'm doing or not, but like slowly go through their Pokemon Go Pokemon and talk about them and I don't know, do what I do. You can check out my Pokemon Go content. Consider subscribing, and yeah, if you like hanging out with me, definitely consider subscribing and check out my other content that's on the channel. Hopefully I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching. Take care of yourself. Keep watching.